For question number 27 in section 5.5, you need to know that distance equals rate times time. Therefore, total distance divided by rate will give you time. So I'm going to make this a little bigger. So here we have this scenario, okay, and we're told that Elvis runs at a speed about 6.4 meters per second. We want to write a function that represents the amount of time it takes him to run from A to D. Now this whole thing is 20. Now the whole thing is A to C, okay? We don't really know how long A to D is. We just know that it's going to be an arbitrary unit, which we're going to call X, okay? So that means his distance run will be 20 minus X. His rate is 6.4. I don't like using R here because they use R on this one, so let's call this rate. So now what you need to do is you need to take the distance and divide it by the rate, and that will give you the time. So there's your answer for the first part. Second part's a little harder, okay? He's going from, write a function S in terms of X, represent the time he spends swimming from D to B. So D to B. So maybe you can see it. Can you see that we have a right triangle here? So that distance from D to B, whatever that distance is, we're going to use is the hypotenuse of a right triangle. So the hypotenuse squared is the square of the two legs. So that means dB will be the square root of 144 plus x squared. So that's the length from D to B. So again, time, this is your time, equals distance divided by rate. So the distance was the square root, and I'm going to rewrite it. And the rate at which he is swimming is 0.9 meters. So put the two together, and there's your answer. Okay, now for the next part, write a function in terms of x that represents the total time. Well, what does total mean? Total means to add. So write an equation that takes r of x plus s of x. So basically take these two and put a plus sign between them, and you're good to go.